My name's Libby Jacobs, and I'm in 6th grade, and I'm doing my science fair project, which was, what type of herbs do guinea pigs like best? Here's an example of my board and my research I did. I'll start off on the left side. Here's an example of the 5 different herbs I used, which was chervil, arugula, basil, parsley, and mint. Here's an example of them eating the herbs, which was parsley and chervil. Here is my report. I decided to split it up instead of having it on one sheet of paper. So my hypothesis was that I predicted that the guinea pigs would like the least smelliest type of herbs best. The research I did before this is I first had to figure out what herbs were safe for them to eat. I researched a bunch of herbs and found out which ones were safe. Then I went to the grocery store to buy the sample of the safe herbs for guinea pigs. The reason I have to be really particular on the herbs I give them is because they are very sensitive to smells and have very sensitive digestive systems. Here's the steps I used for my experiment. As you can see, I was really detailed on the steps I used, so I'll just summarize it. First, I used one of the herbs I was sampling, and weighed it with the scale. Then I put it in the cage for 4 minutes and left the room. After 4 minutes was done, I went back in the room and weighed the remaining herbs. Then I found how much they ate, which was in the results over here. They liked parsley a lot, which was actually 25 out of 25 grams. Second, they liked arugula. I could tell that they were going to like arugula a lot because it's practically the same thing as lettuce, and they love lettuce. Third was chervil, which was 13 grams, and they liked that one a lot too, and it's practically the same thing as arugula, and they're both very mild smelling. The last 2 they didn't really enjoy that much because they were very strong smelling, and they just didn't like it. They don't like very strong smelling herbs. So here's some of the pictures of them eating the herbs down here, and here's a picture of me weighing the herbs. My conclusion was the guinea pigs liked a lot of herbs, especially the milder smelling ones, like arugula. I had to be careful not to feed them with full bellies. Another thing I had to watch out for was sometimes they won't eat the herbs while watching them, so I had to set a timer and then leave the room. It was fairly easy to time their feedings. All I had to do was wait 2 hours in between their feeding so their tummies would not be full. The trickiest part was making sure they were actually eating the herbs. I did leave the room and that helped, but I still couldn't tell if they were actually eating them. So sometimes I would have to quickly check the room to make sure they were actually eating the herbs. I definitely could tell that they were eating the herbs because I weighed the remaining herbs after 4 minutes was done. The reason I chose this topic is because I have 2 guinea pigs of my own, and I was very curious on what to feed them in the future. I've always wanted a treat to give them that was healthy, so I thought herbs was the perfect thing. Another reason why I chose this topic is I wanted to test my theory so I wouldn't spend a lot of money on herbs/treats they didn't like. This is my 6th grade science fair project, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.